than making me stay in this place. If life was simple, I'd be seeing you all of the time, and I won't be waiting for the tides to find me alive. If life was simple, we wouldn't be so far away.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to North Wilkesboro here tonight on True Sim Productions, brought to you by Brian Rogers. Brian Rogers is the sponsor of tonight's race. We're getting ready to go qualifying. Before we do, let's take a look at the race information. Half a mile track here at North Wilkesboro. Temperature has dropped during practice. It was about 100 degrees, now down to 87. Let's see if that helps these guys control it. It was rough out there for a little while. First out on track, or one of the first rather, is going to be the number 19, JD Stockwell. A bunch of other drivers out on track. We'll bring you as many as we can here on True Sim Productions. Again, thank you to Brian Rogers for sponsoring tonight's race. And thank you to all of our viewers in helping us get to the next milestone of 600 subscribers here on True Sim Productions. Right now, Colton Martin, the top man on the grid. Jake Grout taking it over in 18.40. Grout with an 18.40 on his first lap, taking it easy on lap number 2. Colton Martin finishes his second lap in 18.69. Stockwell now takes over the second spot with an 18.44. Scott Rochford currently sits in the 8th spot after being pushed down a few. Colton Martin, Aaron Thompson rounding out the top 5. Aiden Young in 7th. And most of these guys, Caden Fisher out there, he's getting ready to finish up, or excuse me, to start his qualifying. Here we go, lap 1 for Caden Fisher, driver of the number 18 car. Different night tonight, a Thursday night to bring you the short track action, and that's exactly what we're going to be getting used to here very, very soon. Some of these drivers, Thunder Road drivers, that's the night we are live at the racetrack. You can check that out over on Flow Racing. If you're not in the Vermont area, if you are, I highly recommend coming on down to the nation's site of excitement, Thunder Road. Fisher climbs up into the wall a little bit, but not before. Qualifying second, Casey Biotti up top. Biotti, after last week's race, the first gentleman to hit 3 wins this season. Justin Prescott out there in his 04, the Goss Cars. Goss Chevrolet, GossCars.com machine. And I believe Justin was the last driver to qualify. Biotti only did need 1 lap in order to take the pole here tonight with an 18.33. So top 5 going to be Casey Biotti, Caden Fisher, Jake Grout, JD Stockwell, and Colton Martin. I'm thinking he's probably going to run a couple extra laps. These cars were extremely loose during practice. Again, it's about 18 degrees cooler than it was during practice. Dalton and I were talking, and the rear of these cars really having trouble sticking to the track coming out of corners. We hope that come race time, the track cools down maybe even just a little bit more, and we should have ourselves a really good race here tonight. And there it is right there. Perfect example. Justin Prescott, you didn't have to show it, but I'm glad you did. Coming out of the corner, and the rear ends are just having trouble sticking here tonight. I would expect that means the right rear tires are going to wear tonight. So tires may become rather important at this 100 lap event. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and especially those who have gone ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification too. You can be notified anytime True Sim Productions goes live. Believe it or not, we have a ton of racing just about every single night right here on True Sim Productions. What a What a great way to get through winter and the wintertime blues. You might as well watch some form of racing. Why not make it virtual racing? And why not make it right here on True Sim Productions? Qualifying is now done, except for we go heat racing. Heat number 1. On the pole, it's going to be Casey Biotti driving the number 45 to his outside, the 49 of Jake Rout. Inside, row number 2, it's going to be Colton Martin. In the 4 to his outside, going to be Aaron Thompson. Steven Rochford clicks in at the 5th starting position with Ty Delphia to his outside. Chad White going to start in 7th. Jarvis Sodile going to be starting in 8th. In 9th, it's going to be Kason Hodgson, and to his outside, shotgun on the field, that's going to be Jeffrey Champagne. "12 laps for heat number 1. The track has already proven to be a little bit on the slippery side. We'll check in with the temperature before we start the feature 100 lap event here tonight. Pace car lights are off on heat 1. We're getting ready to go. Green flag racing for the very first time here tonight. As the Ford Mustang looks to start coming down pit road. Biotti, Grout, your front row. Pace car takes the left-hand turn. We look for the green flag. It's waving. Grout on the outside. Gets a great jump. Biotti fights back on the inside. The 19 starts letting it go. There goes that rear end. We were talking about it. That's going to possibly bring out. It does not, though. We stay green. Aaron Thompson able to keep it going the right way. Biotti takes over the race lead. 11 laps to go for Biotti, and here comes Colin Martin in the 4, the inside line, making moves. Colin Martin sticks the nose out, and he has got second spot. Grout goes down to the inside. Getting ready to rub tires, and they do touch. Grout and Martin battling it out for second here in Heat 1. Biotti starts to check out as the 2 drivers behind him battle for position. Up 2 spots in 4th place. Ty Delphia in the 13. Chad White up 2 into 5th. Jeffrey Champagne having troubles. That's going to bring out the caution. The 01 goes around, bringing out caution number 1 here in heat number 1. With 8 laps to go, the yellow flag unfurls. Oh, we're catching it a little bit late. Let's back it up. And we talked about it. Right out of the corner, the rear end starts to slide, and there is very little a driver can do about that. Try and pick the throttle up maybe just a little bit later. Boy, tough. Well, that's going to re-rack the cars here. Should go back. Green flag racing here for heat 1 with about 4 laps to go. Right now, 6. Pace car lights stay on, so it'll be about 3 laps to go when we go back green. Cars lining up 2 by 2. The lights were on, now they're off. We're going green flag racing. Next time by with 4 to go. Biotti on the inside. 2 is outside. It's going to be the 4 of Colton Martin. Jake Grout picks up inside row number 2 with Ty Delphia to his outside. Chad White in 5th. Stephen Rochford in 6th. Green flag waves. Here we go. The inside line on that first start had a little bit of an advantage. We'll see if Jake Grout able to take advantage of it. So far, no. The 4 car of Colton Martin picks up the 2nd spot, gets around Grout. Grout now falls in line. Tries something a little different coming out of the corner. Did not work for the 49. Ty Delphia looks to the inside. Delphia now looking for maybe a 3rd place. Can't quite get there. Biotti looks to be running away with this one just a little bit here during heat number 1. Two laps to go. This time by, white flag is out. Casey Biotti gonna lead him through turns 1 and 2. The 4 having some electrical issues. Colton Martin, he now shows back up on track. Jake Grout in 3rd as they enter turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag starts to wave. Biotti, Martin, Grout, Delphia, and Rochford, your top 5 here for heat number 1, heat number 2. Not wasting any time. Caden Fisher in the 18 picks up the top spot here for heat number 2. JD Stockwell to his outside. It's going to be Justin Prescott starting 3rd. Ethan Tyrell to Prescott's outside. Aiden Young starts 5th. Kyle Willis going to be starting in the 6th spot. Then it's going to be it's going to be Scott Rochford, Jeremy Cody, Jason Goddett Jr., and Tyler Cahoon. Goddett is actually going to be shotgun on the field. Cahoon was a little slow to get off by the time I got there and read it. But here we go. JD Stockwell going to be starting on the outside with Caden Fisher on the pole. Heat number 2 about to go under the green flag next time by. Pace car dips down onto pit road. We're waiting for the flag. It's green flag out. Caden Fisher, JD Stockwell, pretty even through 1 and 2. Oh, troubles coming out of turn 2 for a few cars. Able to straighten it out. We stay under the green flag. Caden Fisher and JD Stockwell battling it out here up top. Contact is made. Caden Fisher almost sends it around, able to hold on to it though, as JD Stockwell looking on the outside, trying to get around the race leader. And Fisher gives it up on the front stretch. JD Stockwell now leads this one. It's going to be Stockwell, Fisher, Prescott, Young, and Tyrell, your top 5. Drivers still having troubles taking it out of the corner. Mostly turn number 4, but we've seen turn 2 have issues for some of these drivers. JD Stockwell, Caden Fisher. Fisher having trouble coming out of turn 2 again. Having to catch that rear end. JD Stockwell crossed the line. 7 laps to go. 7 for JD Stockwell. Turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, very, very different. And there's an elevation change between the two sides of the track that these drivers have got to figure out. This time by, it's going to be 5 laps to go for heat leader JD Stockwell. Coming out of 4 right there, the 18 looked a lot more comfortable than he has coming out of turn 2, and there it is again. So Caden Fisher just having a lot of troubles coming out of turn number 2. JD Stockwell leads the way, 3 laps to go. Justin Prescott, Aiden Young, Ethan Tyrell round out the top 5, and there is some severe separation. Here comes Caden Fisher. 2 laps to go. Fisher looking on the outside, tries it, but can't hold on to the rear end coming out of 4. It was trying to go around. Good save from Caden Fisher. Now Fisher again looks to the outside. The 45 leads the way. JD Stockwell sends it into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. And it's going to be Stockwell, the winner of heat number 2. Fisher, Prescott, Aiden Young, and Ethan Tyrell to round out the top 5 in heat number 2. And that is going to bring us to tonight's feature. Brought to you by Brian Rogers. Unfortunately, not in the grid here tonight. But on the pole, Casey Biotti to his outside. It's going to be JD Stockwell. Colin Martin and Caden Fisher make up row number 2. Jake Grout, Justin Prescott, row 3. Ty Delphi is going to be starting in the 7th spot. Aiden Young in the 8th spot. Row 5 going to be Stephen Rochford and Ethan Tyrell. In 11th place tonight, it's going to be Chad White, and to his outside, Kyle Willis. Caden Hodgson going to be starting 13th. Scott Rochford going to be starting in the 14th spot. Aaron Thompson, Jeremy Cody making up 15th and 16th. Jarvis Sato in 17th. Tyler Cahoon going to be starting in 18th, and it's Jeffrey Champagne and Jason Goddett Jr. to round out this field of 20. "20 cars, 100 laps here around North Wilkesboro." Did want to take a look real quick. What's the temperature? It's back up to 90 degrees, so track is a little bit hotter than it was during qualifying. And we'll see what that does to these right rear tires. During the feature. Pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to send these cars 100 laps of action. If you're out there watching and you've got a favorite, now might be the best time to tell me. The battle of the 45s. 45s on the side of JD Stockwell. It's 19 On your scoring and timing, pace car drops down, and here we go. Green flag is out. Side by side, all the way back. Now Biotti takes over the lead all by himself. JD Stockwell gonna squirt up in front of the 4 car of Colton Martin. Then it's 2 cars, the 49 of Grout and the 18 of Fisher, side by side. Grout looks to take the advantage over on the inside. Here comes the 04 of Justin Prescott. Prescott trying to hold there, and we have a caution. And it looks like it may be on the 15 of Casey Hodgson. Let's go back. Yeah, there's one of those self-spins, a light tap on the inside retaining wall. Hodgson's going to spin it back around, and we go back to the live picture here on True Sim Productions. So Biotti and Stockwell going to line right back up. Colton Martin still going to be in the 3rd spot. Jake Grout up 1. Caden Fisher down 1. And everybody else kind of in the same spot all the way down to 13th, where Scott Rochford has moved up 1. Jeremy Cody moved up 2. Aaron Thompson moved up 1. So first caution very early on here. Not unexpected. It's one of the things that we were talking about before we went live here tonight. Race director Dalton Kilrow and myself were thinking that there might be a couple of early cautions until they settle it in. Biotti, the race leader, going to pick the outside to take the green flag this time by. As the Ford Mustang has shut off the lights, and it's going to pull down pit road here in just a moment to send these guys back under green. Leader's choice now, and Biotti doesn't waste any time. He's back on the loud pedal all the way to the floor, and here comes Jake Grout to take over 2nd spot. Grout followed Biotti. Now a battle for the 3rd spot. Colton Martin in the 4, looking on the inside of Stockwell. Martin sticks his nose in there one more time. Colton Martin looking for 3rd, couldn't do it. Falls in line, and now Stockwell drops it down to the bottom side of the track. Ty Delphia. Aiden Young battling it out side by side. That is for the 7th position. And right now, Aiden Young has it. Delphia falls back on the inside. Going to battle it back out of turn turn 4. Now Delphia dives it down into 1 and 2. Back up front, top 3 drivers throw a blanket over them. They are nose to tail. And here comes Stockwell now. JD Stockwell looking to the inside. Couldn't get the run. Ty Delphia slipping a lot coming out of turn number 4. And then he's going to give up not 1 but 2 spots. Aiden Young and Stephen Rochford able to get around him. So Delphia, just by slipping the rear end out just a little bit, drops 2 positions. Right behind him is Ethan Tyrell. Tyrell would be looking for him to do it again. Meanwhile, back up front, JD Stockwell was trying to make a pass, but right behind him, it's Colton Martin. Martin and Caden Fisher. Fisher doing it on the outside. Caden Fisher up the 4th spot. Martin battles back on the inside, gets a little sideways, and look at the momentum he loses there. Prescott moves to the top side of the track. He's following Caden Fisher. Justin Prescott still up high. Battle right now for second spot. It's done as Jake Grout able to hold on. Stockwell was putting the challenge on, but so far here tonight, nobody able to take it away from Biotti. The 2023 King of the Mountain holding strong here on lap 15. Now starts to separate a little bit. Jake Grout closes the distance in corners 3 and 4. And Biotti just stretches it out on the front stretch. Fisher and Martin not done with their battle yet. Caden Fisher still on that outside. Martin was looking good on the inside, just couldn't hold on to it. Jason Gaudette having a little bit of an issue. Gaudette has slipped. And now it looks like Cason Hodgson getting it around him. Martin may have gotten into the back of Fisher a little bit as they jam up coming out of the corner. And Aiden Young quietly just sitting back and waiting. He's been like that pretty much all season as the 69, just very, very patient. Behind him, it is still a battle between Stephen Rochford and the 13 of Philadelphia. Rochford on the outside. Through the corner, sticks out the nose. And man, did he have some momentum coming out of 4. As he launches in front of Philadelphia. Stephen Rochford up 1. Up front, it's still a 3-car battle. And these guys couldn't get much closer than what they are right now, nose to tail. Aaron Thompson trying to make some moves. So he passed Jeremy Cody for position. Oh, Stockwell hangs it out of turn 4, and look at the separation that caused. Now about a car and a half separates them from second spot. Grau and Biotti still magnetized bumpers, those two. Stockwell trying to get it back, trying to reel in second place runner Jake Grout, but Casey Biotti still leads the way. Caden Fisher, Colton Martin trying to catch up to the top 3 drivers. And here comes Colton Martin now looking to the inside of Fisher. Those two having a great battle here for the last several laps. Colton Martin still on the back bumper, and Fisher and Martin are starting to close in on Stockwell. If Stockwell has to start racing defensively, top 2 drivers could start getting away. Stockwell busy looking out the front, forgetting about the mirrors as he dives in. J.D. Stockwell having a great run here tonight. Jake Grout in second. Casey Biotti leads the way. One driver on pit road, it's Casey Hodgson. One driver, one lap down, and it's going to be Jason Caudette. JD Stockwell's got a little bit of room on the inside. Stockwell going for second. Grout battling back on the outside, and here comes the 18 of Caden Fisher. Fisher on the outside, looking for a run as caution on the track. Chad White in the 8 car looks to have had a little bit of an issue. Let's go back. Oh, it wasn't him at all. I mean, it was, but it happened in front of him. Justin Prescott got way loose. The 66 climbed into the 69. And Aiden Young facing the wrong way on the track. Well, Stephen Rochefort really didn't have a place to go. There was a big checkup there. And race control very quick with that one. A racing incident, no EOL. Some drivers choosing to come down pit road. A fresh set of tires may be not such a bad idea here, as we are 15 miles into this one. Ooh, a little pit road shenanigans going on. Nobody biting. Last restart, Biotti chose the outside. I think he's going to do it again. That'll put Jake Grout to the inside. Grout was able to take over second from fourth on the restart last time by. Caden Fisher going to be sitting in that position this time. Pace car lights are off. We're lined up 2 by 2, ready to go back under the green flag. Lap number 36 when we take the green. Just a couple of more races for the Vermont and New Hampshire Racing News Racing Series here on iRacing. After tonight, 2 more races as we go back into the green. Biotti with a great jump. Grout able to stay there. Biotti is timing these things absolutely perfect. And speaking of timing him well, how about Caden Fisher up to 3rd spot? That pushes Stockwell back down 1 spot. He's got cars all around him. Justin Prescott, Colin Martin. Prescott to the outside. Justin Prescott now side by side with JD Stockwell. Prescott puts the nose out in front. Coming out of the corner, Stockwell takes it back, and the momentum across the line propels Prescott into 4th. Grout looking, trying to find a way around the 45 of Biotti. Caden Fisher looking to put his nose in. Oh, the 45 of Stockwell goes around and he got clobbered. Oh boy. Look at the damage on the 45. The nose collapsed on the left side and the right side. We're going to go back and see if we can't find this one. Here we go. Prescott to the outside. Oh, Martin got into the back of the 45. Again, no place to go. The 66 gets into him. So the 66 also has some serious damage. That is Rochefort. And we've got a few more cars on pit road now. 45 uses a fast repair, and it's like nothing ever happened. Third caution of the evening. Race control still looking at that one, still waiting to hear. I believe we're probably going to get another racing incident because that's what happens here at North Wilkesboro. Oh, I'm wrong though. We're going to get an EOL out of Colin Martin. Martin going to be dropping to the back of the field, the 4 car. Maybe just a little too aggressive. So he drops back to the end of the longest line. Third caution of the evening, working lap number 43 right now. Casey Biotti has led every single lap here so far at North Wilkesboro. Caden Fisher has worked his way up in the second spot. Justin Prescott third. Jeff Champagne and Jeremy Cody round out the top 5. Keeping going just a little bit, Aaron Thompson runs in the 6th spot. Kyle Willis in 7th. Aiden Young in the 69 in 8th spot. Then it's going to be Scott Rochefort and J.D. Stockwell. Scott having a good race, running 5 positions up from where he started. Jeffrey Champagne, the biggest mover of the race so far. He currently sits in the 3rd spot, up 16 since the drop of the original green flag. And speaking of green flag, here we go again. Biotti with an excellent jump. He caught the 18 of Fisher, sleeping. Now Fisher's got some ground to make up just to catch our race leader's back bumper. Justin Prescott hanging out in the 3rd spot. Aaron Thompson running in 4th. The 01 is Champagne in 5th. Aiden Young up 2 now into 6th spot, make it into 5th. As Young gets to the inside of Champagne, and Young's going to make that one stick. Biotti all by himself, a half a second lead right now over Caden Fisher. Justin Prescott. Fisher and Prescott trying to catch our race leader. And they are. So Biotti had almost a half a second lead when he jumped that start, and now it is down to 0.3 of a second over Caden Fisher. Next time by, we're going to be working halfway through this race. 50 down, 50 to go. Aaron Thompson gets underneath Prescott. Thompson in the 19. He is on fire. Oh! He got tight, and he and Prescott ended up in the wall. Big time rubber marks on that driver's side door. Aiden Young up to third spot now. Here comes Thompson. Thompson was on pit road not that long ago. He does have fresher tires. So we're seeing what fresher tires will do here at North Wilkesboro. And here he comes again. He had to get around Aiden Young. He's done that. Now he sets his sights on Caden Fisher. Plenty of other drivers are out there. You got to think they're on fresher tires as well. Is it going to make a difference by the time we get to that last lap? Up top, it's Biotti, and he's had fresh air this entire race. Caden Fisher was able to get within 0.3 of him, but hasn't really been able to close up much more than that. Biotti keeping a nice pace going. Thompson starts moving in a little closer now. Getting aggressive once again is the 19. Finding his way to Caden Fisher. And he is there. He is on the back bumper of Fisher now as the 19. Aaron Thompson looking to the inside, coming out of the corner. Wasn't able to make that one happen. Falls back into the line behind Fisher. Biotti. Now he drops down to the inside. Caden Fisher under attack. Thompson has to hop on the brakes. Fisher didn't leave him any room. Four drivers, at least one lap down. One driver has exited the race so far. Caution on the track. The 01, Jeffrey Champagne, gets into the back of the 43 of Willis. And that is what brought out the last caution. Lots of drivers on pit road. Including Biotti and Fisher. Jake Grout now being scored as your race leader. Couple of lap cars in there. They're probably going to take the wave around when we have one lap to go. Jarvis Sodile and Kason Hodgson is who I saw. Last dime down, it was Beati, Fisher, Ethan Tyrell, JD Stockwell, Aiden Young, Aaron Thompson, Justin Prescott, and the list goes on. A lot of drivers coming down for service. The 01. I am being told Jeffrey Champagne is going to get the EOL for that last incident. Caution 4 here from North Wilkesboro, under 40 laps to go. Jake Grout in the 49 is your race leader. He chooses the outside lane. Casey Beati going to be looking to try and take it back. Grout last on pit road, lap 40. Casey Beati last on pit road 4 laps ago. Those are green tires. Caden Fisher, Ethan Tyrell also on green tires. We go back into the green flag. The 49 able to take the race lead and hold on to the race lead. Oh, the 19 having troubles. That's actually the 20 of Aaron Thompson. Thompson facing the wrong way on track. He gets it righted. We stay under the green for just a moment, and then caution comes out. Turning into a little bit of mayhem here. Cautions breeding cautions and all of that jazz. So time and scoring going to reset the field. Waiting on a word from race control. Sawtile gets his lap back. Stephen Rochford not having a very good night tonight. One of the high point guys here in the league. And tonight just doesn't seem to have control of the track. Thompson gonna pick up the EOL. So the 20 car goes back. Which means we can see what happened finally, because I didn't lose. Oh yeah. We didn't do this yet, but there it is. Got into another car and it spun him around. "30 laps to go and we go back green flag racing. The pace car lights are off. Just about ready to finish up our 5th caution here from North Wilkesboro. And it has been a battle. Grout to the outside, your race leader. Pace car drops off and Grout gets ahead of steam. He gone. Jake Grout from the outside retains the race lead. Beati gets loose coming out of turn 2. Caden Fisher trying to hold on to the 3rd spot. He is going to, but Ethan Tyrell all over the back bumper. JD Stockwell made his way back up towards the front. Very damaged number 20 though, or 45, excuse me. Tyrell being scored as the 19, driving the 45, and we have got a battle for the race lead. Beati to the inside of Jake Grout. Grout trying to battle back on the outside. Biotti with the inside lane, and Grout sends it way high. Casey Biotti returns to the race lead. Caden Fisher on the inside of Grout. Will those fresh tires prevail? The 18 sticks out the nose. Holds it down low, and the 18's back up to second. Here comes Tyrell now in the 23. Grout falling back. Ethan Tyrell in the 23 having a little bit of an issue. Grout goes around. Jake Grout goes around. Caution flag flies with 25 laps to go. Oh, the 23 got bounced and he hit the right hand turn, and Grout was still there. Grout then got hit by the 15, Hodgson. Hodgson brings it down pit road. Oh boy. So Grout now on pit road. He's getting some tires. 25 laps to go for race leader Casey Biotti. Caden Fisher, Aiden Young, your top three. JD Stockwell and Colton Martin round out the top five. Jeremy Cody having a good run, up 10 spots in the 6th place. Ty Delphia in 7th. Scott Roachford up 6 into 8th spot. Kyle Willis and Jeffrey Champagne round out the top 10. The 23 gonna pick up the EOL. Ethan Tyrell goes to the end of the longest line. He's serving it out on pit road. So Grout made it back out. Tyrell is back out there. Tyrell in the 23 picking up the EOL, bringing out the last caution, caution number 6. 22 laps to go, 21. When we hit the line, we will go back under green flag racing conditions. "21 laps to go when we cross the start-finish line under green, this time by Casey Biotti choosing the outside lane as the race leader. Caden Fisher to the inside. Green flag is out. Biotti with a good jump. Caden Fisher hangs out in second. JD Stockwell, no place to go. The front end of Stockwell's machine all tore up, but here comes Aiden Young. Aiden Young looking to the inside. He started going sideways, had to put a foot on the binder. As we go back under caution flag. Something is telling me to look right around this area. The 43 gets into the 72. The 72 able to hold on to it. The 43 spins around. So Kyle Willis Gets into Scott Rochford. Rochford able to drive away, and Willis ends up on the wrong side of the track as he's lost many positions there. As we are under caution once again, now for the 7th time with 18 laps to go. The Mustang putting in overtime. Race control calling it a racing incident. No EOL, no penalty to serve. Want to thank Don Kilroe. Doing a great job race controlling these guys for the last several weeks, and it has made a difference. So once again, Biotti takes the outside. Caden Fisher to the inside. That's 1 and 2. JD Stockwell, Aiden Young making up 3rd and 4th. Colton Martin, Ty Delphia, row number 3 as we get ready to go under green flag again. It'll be 16 to go when we cross the start-finish line. Green flag is out. A great jump again for Biotti. Caden Fisher holds on the 2nd spot. Stockwell gets sideways. That's going to allow Aiden Young on the outside to go around. Aiden Young now sits in 3rd. Colin Martin in the 4, taking it down low. Martin trying to get side by side with the 45. Stockwell in the 45, 19 on your scoring and timing. Able to hold on to it. Holds Martin off, but Martin not to be outdone. Throws it back down underneath. Martin just not able to hold on to the momentum down low on the track. Biotti, Fisher have separated from Aiden Young. The best battle on track right now for 4th spot is Stockwell and Martin. Martin still hanging down low, trying to find a way around JD Stockwell. Stockwell holds on, and Caden Fisher battling for the race lead against Biotti. Fisher to the inside. Caution on the track, and that's a heartbreaker for Fisher as he had finally found something, was able to get to the inside of Biotti just in time for the caution to come out. Oh boy, Scott Rochford going for a ride in the H2O 72. And Chad White was right there. He was definitely a part of it. We're gonna go back one more time. And look at the calamity coming out of turn 4. Eighth caution of the evening, 9 laps to go. Caden Fisher was working the inside of Biotti as that caution came out. May have had the right moves to try and get it done. Now has to try again with several less laps. So if Fisher has found something, he is definitely going to have to use it here. Aaron Thompson DQ'd. Retaliation on the 49 is the call. So Aaron Thompson no longer a part of this race. We have a second. We're going to go back and take a look. Well, not seeing it, but that's all right. We're heading back to the green flag. Casey Biotti up top. 5 laps to go. And Caden Fisher right on the back bumper now. Fisher may have figured out a way to get around Biotti. He's going to try it. Looking down low is Caden Fisher. Oh, the 38. Oh, no! Big time crash with 4 laps to go. As Tyler Cahoon, slow on track, may have distracted the 18 of Fisher. Oh boy. Heartbreaker for Fisher, as it looked like he had found a way. .38 just not up to speed. I think the 18 saw it and tried to get on the binders. Did something happen to Cahoon? Oh, yeah. Oh, it sure did. This happened a long time before the actual caution came out. Let's go back to the green flag. Is there something else race control is telling me to watch out for? And there it is. You cannot change positions on track before the start-finish line. The 18 moved up well before the start-finish line. And just, I don't know if he was going to try and come down pit road or not, but got onto the brakes and a lot of cars got hurt. Well, we re-rack them, we restack them. Casey Biotti Gonna be starting from the top side again. Green flag is out. Biotti, Martin, Stockwell, and Ty Delphi at your top four. Jake Grout has made his way back to fifth. 2 laps to go for the King of the Mountain. Oh, it's getting bad. Oh, it's getting real bad. White flag was already taken. This one's going to be done. Biotti is going to win this one. Colton Martin, Jake Grout, and Justin Prescott. Prescott and Martin. Oh, excuse me. Prescott and Grout. Holy cow. Holy cow. Look at how close this one was. They're wrecking out back. Justin Prescott was just a little in front of Drake Grout going into 3. Grout has about a 6-inch lead right there for third. They are working each other over. And all of this for third spot. Still trying to figure out who took it. And at the line, it is Justin Prescott by inches. Wow. Race results on this one. And it was something. Your winner tonight going to be Casey Biotti, Colin Martin, Justin Prescott, your top 3. Jake Grout going to come home in 4th spot. Kyle Willis in 5th. Stephen Rochford battles back somehow, finishes in the 6th spot. Aiden Young in 7th. Jeremy Cody in 8th. Scott Rochford with a fine top 10 finish in 9th. JD Stockwell lands himself in 10th spot. Ty Delphia slips outside of that into 11th spot. Jeffrey Champagne in 12th. Caden Fisher ends up 13th. Jarvis Sodile going to end up 14th. Chad White and Tyler Cahoon 15th, 16th. Ethan Tyrell in 17th. Kason Hodgson in the 18th position. Jason Gaudette, Aaron Thompson, both drivers did not finish the race. Gaudette ejected early. Aaron Thompson got disqualified. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all of the action here from North Wilkesboro. It was something. We got 2 more weeks to decide who the champion's going to be, but 4-time winner so far this season, Casey Biotti, looking like he may be the man to try and beat. It's that 45, the King of the Mountain, 2023 White Mountain Motorsports Park champion, winning one more time here on True Sim Productions. For True Sim Productions, this has been Chris. For Dalton Kilrow up in the booth. Have a great night.